you calling triggered? You're triggered. Excuse me, I'm triggered. Calm down. I'm starting to understand the guy from SpongeBob, the Chocolate Man. How on earth did we get this many teasers of new characters within a span of 24 hours with drip marketing, and I still did not see this coming? Hello everyone, I'm Unpopular Opinion, and this is a continuation of the last video where Ambi and Poltra were announced as new characters on social media sites like TikTok and Twitter, but something even stranger happened shortly after the announcement. Another character was announced in the form of this girl, Trigger. You f***ing kidding me? Who's this Arknight's Nikkei 2B Metal Gear Rising Zone of the Enders X-Antibody version of Super Fumia / futuristic gender-bent squall motherfucker? You may be asking. Just another member of the Obol Squad which hasn't received a new member since Soldier 11! Which I remind you was at the start of the game last year. Trigger is a electric stun agent which has made a brief appearance off-screen during the Soldier 11 agent story, the Mole Man plotline. And by brief appearance, I mean she has little to no lines within this quest and doesn't appear anywhere outside of the story. On an unrelated note, are the developers of Zenless Zone Zero telling me the orangutan Bellum will be another character joining the roster? In other words, I guess everything is looking like the Obol Squad will be taking center stage for the next section of the main story instead of a special episode, and here's why. Now, the sudden appearance of the new characters on social media minus Poltra have a rather suspicious connection to each other, with Ambi heavily hinted at leaving the Cunning Hares, as stated right here, and Trigger being mentioned within the Ambi promotional material as a character comment. Now, this didn't really come as a surprise to me because we all sort of knew that Ambi was once part of the Obol Squad at some point before meeting Nicole. And then we get the first appearance of what Trigger will be looking like and can conclude there is just too much marketing for the Obol Squad for it just to be another special episode. And let's not forget that within Trigger's promotional material of the character comments itself, you can see the following characters. Soldier 11, not really adding much detail to the lore besides the fact that she's good at household chores. A voice of someone deceased, which could be Ambi if she's considered KIA, killed in action, but I have a feeling this might actually be Chingy considering the information is present like a poem. After that, we have an unnamed soldier from the Defense Force, presenting the information that Trigger might have descended from Ezio with that comment of the hay. Then we finally see the character comment from Yanagi, which talks about her finally having a worthy rival when it comes to the red bean buns, which tells us that Trigger and Yanagi both love this food to an obsessive point, considering that all the other members of the Obol Squad have food obsessions, like Soldier 11's obsession with spicy ramen and crackers, and then there's Ambi's obsession with burgers. Are they coping with eating? I can't really tell anymore. Now, the reason Yanagi's comment is so important to us in the Trigger announcement is because of the fact that Yanagi has connections to the Defense Force through various videos we've seen, like her lore trailer and the video showing us the creation of Section 6, in which both videos showed us the outfit Yanagi wore before joining the Section 6 team. Which, believe it or not, you might actually see some resemblance between these three characters, 11, Trigger, and the Bean Bun herself, which all show rather similar military attire and similar color schemes. With all of the information we've gathered and can see, which isn't a lot to work with, it's a very likely Obol Squad will be taking the center stage for the next section of the story. Now, if this isn't the case, it might actually be another feature added to the shelf itself. You know, the one where we get the agent stories, as there is a blank section, which I believe could be a flashback stories, which take place before the events of the game, which I would very much like to see, because Prime Billy would be the f***ing GOAT! And I reckon it would make a lot of sense considering Ambi is wearing an old outfit, which could actually be indicating that the stories we get are before the events. Now, if you like today's video, feel free to support your boy by subbing to the channel or fulfilling the like meter to unknown levels. Thank you for watching. Unpopular Opinion signing off.